What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Filsinger Games Character Spotlight with Mike and Brock.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Brock, and today we are talking about a tag team of Prodigy and Skinhead Superiority Complex.
I
New
love the
tag
name.
team.
I love the name.
Yeah, it's great.
And two of my favorite drawings from Snelly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're very good.
And they were both just in like completely different styles.
Mm-hmm. This is probably one of those pencil ones that Tom was telling us about.
Yep.
I'm going to show you something, and then you might not be able to unsee it, but Jeff Reno.
Eh, I don't think so.
You don't think?
No.
I could get it to focus. There we go. Jeff Reno, friend of the show. So yeah, they were introduced in 2097. They pretty big deal in GWF history, and this is their debut. I forgot to pull up the wiki.
Yeah, they joined Chaos, Matador, and Janus.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a big deal.
To make a very solid 5.
Yep. See, I'm getting in there now. So unprofessional. We're not recording on our actual day, so I'll blame that. This will be dropping post Galacticon, right?
Yeah, just after.
Yeah, so hope you all had a great Galacticon.
I added up all the hours I'll be driving.
Uh-huh.
14 hours there. And 6 hours to Wisconsin to visit a friend.
Mm-hmm.
12 hours home.
At least you have company.
That's 32 hours of driving in 3 days.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's not including any driving in and around the downtown area while I'm there.
Right. Yeah.
So basically, it's 10 hours of driving a day is what it equals out to.
It's not bad. It's doable.
Yep.
Right on. All right, I'm in the wiki now.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that. I have a screaming child in the background too. I don't know if you can hear it, but my wife is with him, so he's not just left to fend for himself.
Let's start with, say, Prodigy first.
All right, Prodigy. He's the more offensive rounded guy in the team, I'd say. He's got a pretty terrible level 3 defense, but he's got a lot of tags.
Yeah. I thought the motorcycle was interesting.
Yeah, it's a nice little touch.
This happened before, Undertaker and Chains and all those guys were coming in on bikes.
Yeah, this was 1993. So a good while before that.
Yep. And Prodigy had the tag finish on his card, didn't he?
Yes, the perfect tag finisher, +4.
Which was a pretty big deal.
Mm-hmm. That was probably the highest tag finisher at the time.
No, Ultimate Gladiators had a +4.
Okay. So same as them.
Yep. Except Ultimate Gladiator had a 0 and +4.
Yeah.
+4.
Right. Yeah, looking at his card, pretty solid. Pretty solid. He's got the nuisance of the #1 move on his level 3 offense being a level 2. So it could bump you back up to level 1 if you roll dazed. So that's always a risk. He's got all straight A's on his charts except for his ring, which is a C. So he probably gets counted out a lot.
Which I thought was weird. Because the whole team's a bunch of serious badasses, and this guy's
He's riding a motorcycle.
Yeah,
He's a tough guy.
you'd think he'd be able to take a fall.
Well, then Skinhead has a C on his death jump, so maybe it was just a way to, quickly weaken them a
Yeah,
bit.
but they're the only two guys with C's in the group.
Yeah, they're younger though, I think. They get better.
I think Prodigy gets better. Skinhead gets a downgrade.
Oh man. Yeah, let's see. Prodigy's first card, this one, the raw rating was 44-44, and then his 2105 one is also rated 44-44.
Okay.
So, huh. I don't
Yeah, because
understand
it
the
just
math on that.
it goes from a tag to a singles
Yeah. So, must not change much between the two.
because he gets the perfect singles finisher.
Yes. But yeah, looking through his card, three chances to get you to level 3 on level 2 offense. One's a choice though, so there's depending on who you're against, how often that'll work. He has a 4-1 pin, which is pretty good. Really good, actually. It's the best you can have at that point.
But four down, including his pin.
Yeah, yeah, 3 downs, 2 with the tag though, and then he has a leave, which is separated from those. So every down on his card, he has a chance to either escape or tag out. So that
He's
helps
Ricky
balance
Morton.
out. Yeah, balances that out a good bit. Yeah, I remember when they came in, they kind of felt out of place with me with the other guys in that group because they just kind of seemed like smaller guys,
Yeah.
younger. But I mean, they definitely can hang for sure.
For me, the two of them I can talk because they didn't capture any singles titles because I use them. They're one of the few guys I use strictly as tag teams.
Yeah,
So they've had a few singles matches, but not many.
right.
But they captured my Intergalaxian tag titles 4 times and my GWF tag titles twice.
Pretty good.
So six reigns.
There's a lot of solid tag teams in that era too. So
Yeah.
steep competition, not phoning it in.
And I added some I have Carnage and Slaughterhouse wandering around in my Fed, and I have
Mhm.
Dorado Sundown.
Yeah, 2 tough tag teams for sure.
So, they're also there feuding them.
Sweet.
And but with Prodigy and Skinhead, I kept them heel for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years,
Okay.
and then they got kicked out of the Citadel
Uh-oh.
because they'd capture the tag titles. Like I had Chaos not really count the Intergalaxian tag titles,
Okay.
because they were the minor titles.
Right.
He wanted them to capture the GWF tag, which they did, but they couldn't hold on to it for longer than a couple cards. So
Hmm.
after their second loss, I just had the rest of the crew come down and just kick the crap out of them.
Poor Prodigy and Skinhead.
And they got saved by the FDF.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yep.
They would do that. They're nice guys.
And so that's what they did, Prodigy and Skinhead. So
Cool.
I think I preferred Skinhead over Prodigy.
Okay.
I just liked them better. I like the card, like the look.
Hmm.
But Prodigy, I like the name because he could be a prodigy. He's
Right. Yeah, these are 2 really cool drawings. So on Prodigy, what would you do to power creep?
I would give him a singles finisher on level 5. Not
Okay.
level 5, number 5 on level 3. So he could basically be like Massacre.
Okay. I would eliminate one of the downs. Oh, breaking news, everybody. Special guest joining us. Look who it is, everybody. Oh, he's still joining. He's still joining. We'll let him get in and we'll say hello. Hello, we're live. We can't hear you.
Nope, still can't. No, still muted.
Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's our recurring guest star,
Ah,
Mr. Jeff Manning, whoever that is.
So we're in the midst of discussing Prodigy.
Remember this guy?
Prodigy.
yeah, James Dean. Meets Bruno Mars or something nowadays, but
That does look like Bruno Mars. That's a good one. With space glasses.
so what's going on with Prodigy?
We were just power creeping him right now.
Oh, I don't know how to power creep. That's your guys' stuff. Plus everything.
Yeah. I took away a down and Mike gave him a singles finisher
Nice.
in addition to his tag finisher.
So you could just be like Massacre.
That helped them hang better with them. For sure. How did they do in your Fed? Since these are the shuffle, the shuffle era for Brock.
What era wasn't the shuffle era for Brock?
2087 to 2090.
I'm looking at my stuff now. Sorry, I'm not prepared tonight.
It's all good. We really haven't been either. At least I haven't.
No. This guy's prepared. I got my cards.
You got your index cards. I need to get me a Rolodex of stats. No, I have it on my other laptop is all.
And soon I will be putting all my one-loss records onto a file.
He's just waiting for computers to become available in Canada.
I'm assuming since you're very old school, you mean file like a file folder. You're going to write the win-loss records on a Manila folder.
No, my wife is going to make me a file where I can just go type in a name and
Hold on one second.
because she is the computer person. I am not. I am a Luddite. And I was
stuff.
also eating these chips, Jeff.
Look at those.
Look at these, baby. Hey, Jeff, look at these bad boys.
He's totally ignoring your chips. Or did he freeze?
I think he froze.
Is he alive? Or did he freeze?
I think Jeff is frozen.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's froze.
He is. I thought he was just being rude. Nope, he's frozen. We're leaving this all in, by the way.
Oh yeah, he's gonna stay frozen. Oh.
Wow, and then I got shut out.
There he is.
Well, I was
Sorry.
showing you my fancy Wagyu beef chips. Wagyu steak
Nice.
chips.
What's up with the Wagyu? I've been seeing that everywhere now. I even see it on like signs like for Arby's and stuff.
It's the new hot thing. They have Wagyu burgers at Arby's.
They're not
Yeah,
really Wagyu though, because Wagyu is, crazy expensive.
Is
Like
it better or
$1,000.
worse than like grass fed? I don't know.
It's way better. It's a brand of cow. It's the marbling in the meat and
Hey, Arby's, they have good meat suppliers. Who else can you buy 5 roast beef sandwiches for $5?
most of the Arby's in Canada have closed.
Really?
Yep.
I have an Arby's within walking distance of my house.
Yeah, I have one that's like 2 minutes from here.
Once that opened, I realized how much I don't like Arby's.
I actually had it yesterday for lunch.
Nice. This episode is not brought to you by Arby's.
5, 4, 5. That's really old school.
I miss the 5 for $5.
I do too. It was a good deal. So Superiority Complex, they really haven't done much for me, and they've never won the titles for me. They started in what, 2095?
97.
97? Man, my ears are off. Yeah, I mean that era is dominated still by the Gladiators. Yeah, nothing really. I mean, they've had a couple feuds, but they've really not come out on top of any of them. Even Generation X jumped over them. Yeah, so nothing. I mean, they're there. They're just not a good complement to Chaos and Matador and Janus, really. It's like they're not on their level.
That's what I was just saying.
I was expecting a lot more from them.
They just feel out of place to me.
I believe in my latest card, they were teaming with Monad versus Wolf and the Game Masters as the Game Masters are like fading out.
Hmm.
So they're still on that second or third tier level. Not really a main, contender even.
Yeah, like that's what I was saying before you showed up. They captured 4 Intergalaxian tag titles for me and then 2 GWF tag, but their GWF tag were only like 3 and 5 defenses or something like that. So they were really fast.
Yeah, they were disappointing for me. I was expecting more.
But there was just a lot of really tough tag teams, and they just couldn't crack it.
Yeah, it was a tough time for a tag team in the GWF in that era.
Yeah, I mean, Gladiators, Mercenaries. Let's see, Traders of Neptune actually got a 2 title runs in that time since they've been around.
Who are they?
That is Cannibal and Vanity.
Really?
Yeah. we got hate on that. They were Traders of Neptune. Code of Honor got a title reign in that period. That was Justice and Lance Atlas, for those of us that don't read books, apparently. Generation X snuck in a title, and then lately, I mean, Vanguard was what I called them because they're the new Gladiators, Overkill and Thunder. They've been my champion for over a year now, from 2100 to 2101 of
Vanity and Cannibal won your tag title.
They won them actually technically 3 times, because they originally won them as the Space Croppers, as Natural Man and Renegade in 2086 for 3 months. And then they didn't win them again until they actually beat the Gladiators in 2098 for a 21-day reign.
Holy crap.
And then they won it again against Code of Honor and held it for 63 days. So for a couple months there.
Underrated tag team in history.
I mean, they've got 3 title reigns for me. They're very small title reigns. The longest one was 91 days in 2086. But yeah, I don't mean to sidetrack from Superiority Complex.
It's all good.
No.
Uh-oh.
I guess it's the Wi-Fi in his living room.
So I think what we've learned is the keys to success in the GWF is to betray Neptune.
Well, let's switch over to the man with the probably the most controversial name in the GWF history.
I don't know. You got some other ones coming up here shortly too.
Skinheads. When you're named after a brand of Nazi.
Well, we'll wait. I think it's in this set. So.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we got Skinhead.
This is one of my favorite drawings.
He's not even bald. I guess he could be. Yeah, he was more of the, I'd say, the defensive guy in the team. He only had 1 down on his card with a tag and a leave option attached to it. 00 finisher. His charts are ropes A, turnbuckle B, ring A, and death jump C, which we talked about. Yeah. And a DQ of 6, which is, he's going to get DQ'd a lot. Let's see. What other things stand out? Good, solid level 3 offense will keep you down.
Double finisher.
Double out of the ring, which I think can hurt him with the 6th disqualification.
And the C ring.
In the C ring. He's got the A ring. Yeah. So yeah, he's a brawler for sure. -3 agility, 0 power. We didn't talk about that with Prodigy. Prodigy was a -4 agility, +3 power. So
yeah,
Skinhead's average is a little better there.
What's his roll rating?
Let's see. I have that pulled up here. Prodigy was a 44-44. He is a 29-38, so a little lower.
Way lower.
Yeah.
And see, for heights and weights, I had Prodigy coming in at 6 foot 215 and Skinhead at 6'2", 221.
Skinhead is 6'1", 239. And Prodigy 5'11 and a half, 228 pounds. So you're pretty close on both of those.
Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, if I look at Skinhead, his back, who's injured the most, because I do keep track of that.
Yeah.
Skinhead, they both injured 12 people, so probably during feud. But Skinhead's been injured 6 and Prodigy 7 cards. So somebody take a little more liberty with Prodigy.
He's the smaller of the two. Picking on the little guy.
Yep. But I did really like the drawing on him.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tom said, it was probably one of the pencil ones.
Yeah, I think so. Which I think looked good. It was a nice contrast every once in a while in the sets.
Yeah. And I really had high hopes for these guys. Like
Mhm.
I really wanted them to do well. And I still want them to do well. I don't want to take them apart as a tag team.
Yeah. Yeah, I like them together as well.
Now, when Prodigy gets his update, he moves to singles. I might move Skinhead to a new tag partner then,
Okay.
but I'll probably leave him in the same group.
He ends up eventually teaming up with Brainstorm
Yeah, no,
in canon. It's the True Studs.
no.
Uh-oh, we got 2 Jeff Mannings now. Let me get this one out of here. This is like my worst nightmare.
This is just craziness.
This is great. This helps stretching the episode out a little bit. I'm leaving all of our blunders in this one because it's pretty comical.
Are you drinking some Canada Dry?
I am. It's not helping.
It is not working for me. Can you guys see me?
No.
That's weird. It says something's wrong tonight. Sorry.
It's all good. Let me see if I can.
It shows me twice for one.
Yeah.
I said as you're coming in, this is like my worst nightmare coming true.
I don't get it. And it says my video's on.
Hmm.
And even my camera's on my laptop.
Don't know.
we have 4 participants in the.
I'm shutting that other laptop off because that's not going to work. Obviously, I don't know what's going on with it.
I'm gonna try and boot the one that's not talking right now. Let's see if that fixes it.
I shut that computer completely off.
Let's see.
And I don't know why it's not working for the video. Let's try this.
All right, I got
now.
I just clicked something different on here. I don't know if that worked.
That was me. I removed the extra Jeff.
Okay, I see that, but you're not seeing me on video though, right?
No, let me see if I could force you to have video.
Well, we got your name now.
Yeah, the weird camera thing went away. I wonder if it was because you had 2 logged in twice.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Try turning your camera off and back on.
I did. It says now when I hit start video, it says you cannot start your video because the host has stopped it. Let me try to leave and come back in.
Right.
Sorry.
This is the best episode ever.
We are going to get so many views over this.
I hope it gives everyone a laugh. Yeah, we'll leave it in. We'll show the world that we're not perfect like we appear to be.
Yeah, because we appear to be perfect. Oh,
yeah. This is the most professional production you'll ever find on the whole internet. Did I hit the record button? Yes, I did.
Yeah, because there's going to be no stopping and restarting these like the guys at Uncharted Territories did with they've done that a couple times.
They have editing capabilities. What's up with that?
Well, just connecting to audio.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to power creep Skinhead real quick while we're?
Yeah. I'd make his level 4 move on level 3 offense a down.
Okay.
They can put you down, and then with the double finisher, might make him a little more lethal.
Yeah, it would. It would.
How would you do it?
I would drop that pin down to 6-3.
Yeah, because it's a 4 now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's a 7-4.
Does Jeff Manning even have sound?
I don't hear him.
I'm you guys. I don't know what's going on.
Is
May
it
have
still
to be
saying
out
that?
for the night. So the laptop I usually use was not working,
Okay.
and so I switched to my other laptop, and that one didn't have Zoom on. So I don't know. It's saying my camera's on. Select the camera. I click the webcam. It's not using it. It's not working. I don't know.
It's all good. We can still hear you.
Yeah, you can chip in with your 2 cents.
Yeah, because we're about to slide into the topic for the evening.
And I'm going to show lots of. Can you see us?
Yeah, he can see us, right?
Yeah, I can see you fine. You just can't see
Okay.
me, and I don't know why. What's going on with this camera?
It'll just be like
yeah.
it'll be like when we talk to Sam Luptak. He can never get his camera working either.
I'm John Cena right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I found this while digging through my GWF stuff.
Okay.
This GWF random character generation chart. It was made by Tim Dalton and myself way back in 1996.
Yes.
Now, we made this and then brought it down to the GWF, and we made up like just full-size character sheets, and we held a tournament. So there were like 10, 15, probably 10 or 12 people went in it. And they all, we sat around table and everybody rolled up a character and held a tournament, and Jared won it. I remember that. So, they're just little things like this. So we covered everything. So if you want to do a power wrestler, so you'd roll, 2 6-sided dice. That's how everything does it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you roll a power wrestler, the worst you can have is a 0 agility to a -5 on a 12. And then agility, it's +4 to a -2. But we also say if your first rolls if you get the -5, you can't have an agility of -1, because back then you could only have a total combined of -5.
Okay.
Now the rules have changed since then.
Mm-hmm.
But back in 1996, these were the top-notch rules everyone had to follow. And then we got skill levels for ropes. The best you can have is an AAAB, or as we call it, the lightning roll. And the worst you could have was a BCCC. And then disqualifications, we had things like, a hero was a 2 through a 6, and a villain was a 4 through a 7. And then when you're rolling your choices, you can have your choice charts. And I will post all these online so everyone can look at the stuff, but this is how we did it. It actually took some thought and effort into this. So, power wrestlers, and, you have your agilities and your reversals. We covered everything. We cover your names. on how many names you get. And we've lost sound on Brock, so I don't know if he's muted himself by mistake.
I did. I was coughing. I thought I pushed the button to come back.
Ha ha ha! Not so fun when it's happening to you.
Hey, it happens to me often.
And then we even have tags. So if you have a singles or a tag person, you can actually make a tag team out of this too.
Nice.
So on a singles tag, the most you can have is 4 tags, and on a tag wrestler, the best you can have is 7.
Okay.
And then the final statement was, when using this chart, remember that this chart is for fun. If you have an idea on how to be a wrestler should be make it without the chart. The chart is for fun and should not be taken as the only way to make a wrestler. Nothing should replace your imagination.
Oh, that's up to you, promoter.
Yep. we followed that to the letter. And it'll be neat because when I post it up, I'll get some people's feedback on it. But like I said, this was 1996, so this had never been done before.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm correct, I don't think it's been done since.
Nothing I'm aware of.
It's almost 30 years we created this.
Fun, cool little piece of Champions of the Galaxy history.
Yeah, because Tim used to come up and visit me probably about once every, I'd say 4 to 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Because he lives about 3 hours away, and I'd go down and visit. We'd go down and visit him about once a year.
That's cool.
Except when I lived in St. Catharines, and we were only like a half hour away.
Mm.
So we actually were pretty close to each other from the other side of the border. So we'd see each other a little more often then.
It's cool. Now with the wonders of the internet, we can see everybody every day if we wanted to.
So Jeff, how would you improve Skinhead?
Change his name.
Oh, that's a good one.
I gotta be honest, I kind of root against them all the time because I don't want them to win my titles and be in my Fed's history. I don't want to do a search for my Fed and be like, just search Skinhead, it'll come up.
What's the worst if I Google search Skinhead?
Yeah, exactly. And if I die, please delete my search history.
This is what's going to get us taken down from YouTube.
Yeah, that and the fact my camera's not working. But
that's a bonus.
Yeah, bonus. Thanks, guys. I love you guys. No, I mean, I can't root for him. I'm sorry. It's kind of like, what was the character more recently? American Trader or something like that? Was that the one that had the swastika tattoo? Or
U.S. Trader.
I mean, there's just certain lines, and I really don't care for this character. And to have him teamed up with Prodigy, I don't really get it. Like, Prodigy seems like a James Dean type, rebel without a cause, kind of cool guy, and Skinhead does not.
He's got a lot of prison tattoos.
I guess. Is that a good thing?
I don't think those are prison tattoos. I think those are just
tribal.
Yeah, when we have Tom on, I'm definitely going to ask him, hey, about this name.
Yeah. See what he has to say.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the more controversial characters.
Did you bounce this name off of anybody?
Yeah, we'll see.
But if wrestling has proved to us over time over anything, they do take the most controversial characters and make them wrestlers.
That's true.
We have had Nazis in wrestling.
True.
Yeah.
We have had evil Japanese guys in wrestling. We have had terrorists in wrestling.
Yeah. And I think in Skinhead's case, it's just the name.
Yeah. I never pictured him as a white supremacist.
It's just the name.
I mean, I kind of do. Not just the name, but also the tag name that goes with it. Superiority
Yeah,
complex.
yeah.
You got a skinhead. What do you think he's superior about? Shaving your head is a style, not a as a choice. It's not a. I don't know. Yeah, no, man. I think that it was exactly what it was supposed to be meant to be.
We'll find out. All right, everybody. Sorry, unfortunately, Jeff was having some major technical difficulties. We could either see him or hear him. We could not see and hear him, so he had to sign off for the night. So unfortunately, we lost Jeff, but we were able to hear him for a little bit of the show. So we'll have him back soon. As you know, he's our recurring guest host. So yeah, thanks for watching and listening. If you have not yet, please click that subscribe button below. And if you liked the video, which was this was a fun one, like we had some fun mishaps and stuff, but that's all part of the game. So give us a thumbs up if you liked the video or were entertained or we made you smile. While you're here, please check out the links below in the description for our friends who make Filsinger Games related content, including the official Filsinger Games podcast, Roll Up, the Legends Teams podcast, Uncharted Territory, Dizzy Dice from Lee Longpree, and the Filsinger Games fan cast from Grant. Here on YouTube, you'll also find Grant's solo promoter, where he posts content throughout the week. He has a lot of stuff going on there, so please check that out. You have Dave Little's Heartland Championship Wrestling, which he runs live on Saturday nights. And then you have After Further Review, who covers a lot of sports-related simulators and games. On Twitch, you'll find myself. I run a bootleg fed called Next Dimension Wrestling every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then you can find Matthew Butcher's Tagger Strike Painting, where he paints miniatures live on Twitch. If you want to check out NDW cards, they're all located at BrocsterBuilds.com now, a whole storefront. You can find t-shirts and all that other kind of fun stuff related to that. And yeah, check that out if you want to buy some of my cards. Power Creeper's on there. Mike's Nuclear Chaos is on there. We still have a few of those left. So check those out. Until then, that's all I've got, everybody.
Hope you had fun at Galacticon, and we'll post messages about it after.
Yeah, we expect a full Galacticon wrap up. At least I do, because I cannot attend. I was going to tell everybody why, but without Jeff here, we're going to wait.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.
Good night.
Later.